Okay, in this particular video I'm going to teach you how to clear defaults. There are sometimes you set a default for sharing an app. I will give an illustration. Here's a notepad of mine. Yes, and for example, I want to share a file, and maybe in the process of sharing a file, let me share is my email. Now I click on email and I click on share, and in this dialog that comes up, I choose WhatsApp and I place it at always. By clicking always, okay, I click always and I go ahead to share. That's after sharing. I do not want to share, and I'm making this for illustration. Okay, and I click always. By clicking always simply means that whenever you want to share from this app itself, that's this notepad app, this notepad app, whenever I want to share from it, it will go to WhatsApp. Watch, if I click email, share, you see it didn't bring out any dialog box, it just opened WhatsApp directly. Now there's a way to remove this, and this is how to remove it. You go to settings, then you search for WhatsApp. WhatsApp was the app you set as the default when you're opening, so you need to actually clear that default in the WhatsApp app. So you go to WhatsApp app, type WhatsApp. You could go to your app menu and you go to your app in settings and look for WhatsApp. However, I typed it out to make it easier for me. You go to WhatsApp, then you go to the bottom and you're going to see open by default. This is it, open by default. You click on open by default and you clear default. So you say, if my own phone wrote you have chosen to launch this app by default for some actions, however I'm going to clear it, so I'm going to click on this clear default. You see, I've clicked on clear default. Now if I go back to that same app notepad and I want to share, here's it, I want to share a file. You see, it brings up that dialog for me to choose where I want to share to. So that always has disappeared. So I cleared the default because earlier I placed it as WhatsApp being the default sharing. So whenever I want to share from this app, whether it's in 10 days time, it won't give me this dialog box. It would just open WhatsApp because I clicked always. But now I've cleared it and I showed you how I cleared it. So if you follow that process, you know how to clear it. In your phone, it might not be exactly the similar process, but it might not be the identical process, but there's a probability it will be similar. Okay, there's a probability to be similar. So you just follow those steps. Go to your apps in your settings, the dialog, and you're going to find where notifications, not where notifications are, but where you see some other things about the app like storage and there. But you go to the bottom and you're going to see clear defaults. Here you can clear the defaults, and henceforth the dialog box will start appearing. If you should click on this always again while trying to share, you have the same problem except you clear the defaults again. So that's how to do it for defaults in app when you're sharing. So you could go ahead and click on that method to share. You could share by Bluetooth. This is it. You can share by Bluetooth. See, share by Bluetooth, or there are other things you could click to share by. But when you want to share, it's always advisable to click once. This is it. It's always able to click once instead of always. So in case you want to share, it will give you the same option and you'll be able to share.